putihan natin ito siya, kaya na we met at SAU, then mamaya sabi niya, then I noticed our movies, dami yung mga recorders. Ngayon nga lang at ang magandaan, puro wanted. Alam naman natin na wanted, mas madaling i-transform sa pera kasi wanted na yan, may bayad na. All we have to do is supply the needed property. Now, the objective of PSREP, why is this so? Now, PSREP, as I mentioned, is mandated by law. It took us almost a year to prepare PSREP, together with our chairman, Dr. E.G. Ong, and also two others, the one from Ribam and the other one from Lasal. After almost a year of working on PSREP, the chair approved it, Memorandum 28 of 2011. So you can also look into it in your laptop or computer. You can Google Memorandum 28 of chair. And this particular program, the PSREP, will be downloaded. So the objective of PSREP is to develop a core of technically competent, responsible, and respected professional real estate service practitioners whose standards of practice and service will be globally competitive and will promote the growth of the real estate industry. Now, we do admit that the first attempt to come up with a PSREP program is not really perfect. But we have to do it because it is mandated by law and the industry is wanting of such a program. Later we will discuss the higher educational institutions, the HDIs, who are offering PSREP. Right now there are almost 10. And I'll have a bonus for you later because there's a school in Quezon City that is already offering it. Next please. Now, the focus is on three major fields of real estate management. As far as we know, Republic Act 9646 has three pillars. Number one is the composition of the BSM Service Board, which we already have with Dr. E.G. Ong as the chairman. I'm sure a lot of you have encountered or have listened to any of the commissioners like Ramon Cuervo or Commissioner Fajardo in your dealings. Then another item also in RESA are these different characters involved in RESA. And then the third one, of course, is PSREP. Then another one component is the composition also of the CTE Council. However, we're still waiting for the national organization. We may tackle this later if you have questions. We'll be probably have 5 or 10 minutes on this. We don't have yet a national organization. It is also mandated by law. We call it the IFO or the APO, the Accredited Professional Organization. There are still some squabbles going on trying to be accredited or for PRC to determine who is really the APO. Now, brokerage who acts as an agent of a party in real estate transaction to offer, advertise, visit, list, promote, mediate, negotiate, or effect a meeting of the minds of the sale, purchase, exchange, mortgage, lease, or joint venture, or other similar transactions of real estate. Because of RESA 9646, hindi na po pwede na hindi lisensyado ang ating mga kasama. As a matter of fact, the salespersons are not authorized to make any offer or to accept any letter of intent. They can just do function under the direct supervision of a licensed real estate. Matindi po ang ating penalty. 100,000 at saka 2 years. Double with the license. So it's just a matter of time. Our board, service board, is very busy in consolidating all the real estate brokers and appraisers and consultants and for the sales records. But after that, there's going to be a strict monitoring of our real estate. Appraisal, an opinion of our property's fair market value based on an appraiser's knowledge, experience, and analysis of the property. Noong araw, pati gumagawa ng appraisal broker. Ngayon, we recognize that we have our partners in the real estate practice of the licensed real estate appraiser. Napakabuti po ng real estate appraiser. I'm sure in your own practice, you have encountered. Minsan, ang ating seller, hindi talaga nagbibigay ng totoong fair market value. Minsan, tinatanong tayo. Pero pag sinasabi natin, minsan overload tayo. So what do we do? Well, the best is to get a real estate appraiser.